for episode 20 of Daima, which I said this on a recent stream, but I don't know if you guys know. I wanted to real quick tell you this in case you don't know. But there was some talk that, what if the last episode of Daima was longer? Because the first episode of Daima was like 32 minutes. It was longer than a traditional episode by about 8 to 10 minutes, give or take. As far as what Fuji TV wrote on their site, the last episode of Daima is still going to be the same length, which means that they're going to have to cram a lot of stuff in there. I mean, they're already adults again, so we don't have to worry about like the wish being made after, because they're already adults again in this episode, so that eliminates that. So they'll probably have, the episode 20 will probably be, half the episode will be a big fight, and then the other half will be saying our goodbyes. That's my guess. But there's a lot they have to cram in, and Shida is coming back for next week's episode, so that's going to be wild to say the least. But so Vegeta ends up powering back down to base, and he still wants to fight. He still wants to take on Goma. You gotta respect the balls, man. You gotta respect the balls on that man. But I will be honest with you about this. Even though they got their powers back with their bodies growing up again, I'll be honest, I thought this was foolish because Goma has shown how powerful he is. They should all be jumping him. Goku, Vegeta, Kudu. They should all be, Tamagami 1, all of them should be in there trying to beat this guy because, and again, this goes back to the whole, Saiyan pride / martial artist pride of Goku and Vegeta. Same thing they did in the Buu Saga where, if you remember, Vegeta broke the Potara, and as a reader or as a viewer, you're like, what are you doing? This Majin Buu thing it has wiped out the planet. What are you doing? Oh, well, we should fight him on our own merit. And it's like, no, it's that, Dragon Ball, consistent Dragon Ball idea where we as people look at these characters and say, okay, you're making the problem a bit more hard on yourself, and you're being a bit stubborn, but at the same time, I understand why they did it, but it's still, I'm just just get in there, finish them off, get back, even though we know everything's going to be all right, because everything's always going to be all right in this world. So Vegeta ends up stepping down. I'm going to go more into that in a minute. I got some stuff to tell you about Arinsu and all that in just a moment. But the episode ends with Goku basically tagging in. He tags in. This is very much like the Majin Buu, the final battle with Kid Buu on the Supreme Kai planet, where Goku fights him, then Vegeta, then Goku, and they kind of tag in and out. But here, Goku steps in, and then again, like the Majin Buu saga, he does the same thing that he did to Majin Buu when they first fought on the in the skies above West City. And so Goku goes through all the Super Saiyan forms. So he goes to 1, he goes to 2, and it's the same thing. Super Saiyajin 2. The same thing. And again, I'm hoping that people will watch this episode and listen to how Nozawa does Kid Goku versus Adult Goku. I've seen some people say they sound the same. They do not. They do not. Play a clip from Kid Goku and Adult Goku for Nozawa. It does not sound the same. Goku's voice is different. She does deepen it up a bit for the Adult Goku. So he goes to Super Saiyan 3, and there's all kinds of sparks and energy, and then he's like, so Goku powers up, taps into the remaining magic power that Neba gave him in the previous episode. He's charging up, and what ends up happening is, this shakes the entire demon realm, because they actually show a scene of Tamagami 2, just chilling, and it's almost like he can sense the power. Even though there's 3 demon worlds, and they're not super close, but they're not super far apart, they're still far apart as far as they should not be able to hear or sense anything from each other's worlds, but he ends up powering up. I mean, again, I cannot describe to you how this looks. I can't.